I got an incredible group right now that I would call family.
I know I do.
Very lucky.
What I call blessed.
Oh, there's a cop. Not every day you just see him walking up the street for no good reason.
They should give you guys white shirts in this heat.
Hey, I'm happy for the polo.
He's happy for the polo.
What is that?
That's leftover bird with hash on it. Trying to empty it out so that way we can get to the Gorilla Glue. I couldn't find a pipe in there easy, so I said, what would be the easiest way to smoke that Gorilla Glue? Smoke this and empty it out. Had the feeling it worked its way all the way to the bottom of the bag. Still getting a lemon taste. There you go. How do you get the big train moving over there? Construction live here in Miami. We're next to the happy hour. $3 fries, $4 beers, $5 shakes, and $6 chicken tenders and mozzarella stick.
That's a normal bar for Florida.
Yep.
I don't know, you're in Miami. We've done really well. Just stick to eating the Cuban food.
I love that Cuban food.
Fuck, it was good the whole weekend. The Three Palms place that we were going to. Some of the best empanadas I've ever had in my life.
Were they on Biscayne?
Hmm?
What the road they were on? Was it Biscayne Boulevard?
I think something like that.
Yep.
I don't remember.
You look it up there, the Triple Palms Cuban.
They were fucking delicious. It was.
Oh yeah, we ate there twice. And we got there right at a time at like 11 o'clock at night where the line started right before us. We walked up, there was no one. By the time we sat down, there was like 50 people. You see that guy with that big bag of food that left yesterday?
Yeah.
I told him I like this stuff.
That had to be $300 worth of food.
Yep. A few bucks at a time.
And I could have probably eaten 2 of those sandwiches.
Oh yeah. They're that. So traditionally, Cuban sandwich has cucumber on it. So what they did was pickle their cucumber to keep the consistency of the cucumber, but give it a pickle taste, making it my favorite that I had because of that.
Yeah, the pickles were still crunchy. It wasn't mushy, and it wasn't like a regular pickle taste. It was more lightly pickled. They were way. I don't normally like pickles on sandwiches because it always makes it mushy, too wet.
Yep, exactly. But this made it crunchy.
It made it crunchy and delicious. And then that bread, Deb turned me on to getting that other bread, which was more of like a sweet bread, like a Hawaiian roll instead of a regular bread.
Oh wow!
And that was way better, actually.
You heard that? I heard that here live. As you can hear by the sound, we are rocking our way out of Miami.
We are rocking our way out of Miami.
You heard that here first, live.
And we're gonna Gorilla Glue it to Gorilla Glue it north.
Yep. Yeah, we have about a 240-mile high ride ahead of us.
With that cup winner from the squash off with the Gorilla Glue.
Yep, the Gorilla Glue. That came in #1 squash off. He bought a phenomenal looking rig. He had asked for his name not to be said publicly, but I asked him if my nickname for him was okay. He did. You know what my nickname for him is? Mr. Spock.
Mr. Spock, huh?
Yep. Yes, he does.
And I didn't even know that there were people growing anything worth a shit in Florida. I just figured everything was imported because of the cost of power and how much heat, how much AC and everything else you'd have to really spend here.
And being a hub to things that come in from other places.
Yeah. But the crazy part is how much these guys are charging for what I know they're paying in California. I know what they're paying for the stuff that they're charging here.
Yep.
It's ridiculous. They're taking grams they're getting on wholesale for $25 and charging $120. That's ridiculous.
Ridiculous. And people looking like a rock star at $100 a gram.
Should just set up.
Which means the market for top shelf is there. People are complaining about the prices. And if you manufacture or grow it, and your product is worth that extra, that's what you want it. That's how much it is. If you don't,
but if you're planning on doing bulk, they're not willing to pay anything more than bulk price. They're just willing to charge their customers more.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
like that.
And a shout out to Alan at East Coast Packaging, because that guy, every single one, man, who did your packaging? Who did your packaging? Oh, with Beast Coast, Alan with Beast Coast, Alan with Beast Coast.
He did a great job.
Crushed it.
Yep.
And that's who's done my packaging for all of my stuff in New York for the last 2 years now, is Alan at Beast Coast.
And a shout out to a brother of ours, my Uncle Ted, one else, Uncle Stoner, and his wife Auntie Stoner, pulling off the USA Squash Shop, first ever event for a squash shop in Miami at their first event, Turf Basel. Went off without a hitch.
It went off without a hitch. It was a really great event. It was actually reminded me of something we would have seen on the West Coast in, 2015 or so.
Exactly.
It was like bringing nostalgia. The couple, everybody was super excited. Everyone had a smile on their face. There wasn't a bunch of bitching, arguing. I didn't see any fighting. I didn't see any bullshit. Everybody was stoned and happy and making money.
And that's because at that time the cannabis industry was still a cannabis community.
That's right.
Which, if you go to the events, you look for the OGs that have been around, they're part of that cannabis community still. That's our strength of our industry, is that our core is a community.
Guys, I got to smoke out in Miami. I've smoked out around the world.
Use the right
Running into Tony Vazura, I've smoked with him in Spain. I've smoked with him in Amsterdam. I've smoked with him all over.
I was walking through the cup and I saw Shadow King's wife, and I gave her a big hug and a big smile. She goes, "What'd you do that for, JC? You just saw me a few minutes ago." I'm in Miami, Florida, with you, doing what we do. That's why I hugged you. I see her a lot of times up in Boston and Michigan, and I said, Miami. It's an awesome feeling knowing that you got to hug people from far away in a place that's far away, just because you were there. Wait. And he looks up, and he looks me dead in the eye. He goes, "No way, dude." And I said, "Yep." And he goes to the people around him. "I've gone and high with this guy in more places than you can imagine." He goes, "Spain." I go, "Amsterdam, Jamaica, California, Hawaii." He just found it so funny to look up and see that I was there too.
Yeah, I was pretty blessed to be able to make their products recreationally in New York. I had a lot of fun with it.
They're the best people.
I really like Joey, man.
Yep.
Joey Marin is he's such a great dude.
Yes,
He's
he
really
is.
great to work with too. His whole team, I really like them a lot.
In our industry, we like to call them top shelf. He's definitely top shelf. He sure plays a pinball.
Railroad crossing ahead.
Cheating a little, trying to get to the Gorilla Glue. I might need you to take one more hit, buddy.
Oh man.
I'll do it after you when I finish it, right? Did it go out? Sorry, there's a one hand holding the camera, which made it more difficult, folks at home, which is why I had to set off. Good job.
Mama Leone's Bakery. Ooh, dope picture.
Mama Leone. Mama Leone left the door on the door. I said, country, I moved out to the country. Working too hard, give you a heart attack, yak, 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 yak. You wanna know by now. That's a song called Moving Out by Billy Joel. Talks about Mama Leone. So folks at home, there's this much of that Gorilla Glue going into this chilm. I am not putting any wax on it at this time.
Oh no.
Just the Gorilla Glue. And we're gonna start burning this with how much time on the meter? I'm lighting it at 14 minutes on the timer.
Like, turn right.
Now, in judging the squad, we never got to taste the flour in the flour form. We tasted it after it was made into the rosin. Fortunately, after the competition, we were able to try it, which I really did. I felt it was a winner as soon as I met it, as well as several other judges. So, Mr. Spark, I'm really enjoying this for the ride home because I wanted to smoke it. Good job on this, buddy.
At the light, turn right onto Northwest 6th Avenue. Then keep left to merge onto I-95 North.
Good old I-95 North, folks at home.
Get her ass back.
Yep. Northern Miami. Wait, Northern Florida.
Pretty much.
Central.
I kind of tell everyone I live, Cape Canaveral.
Go.
You know what I mean? I live pretty close to that. I get to watch the rockets blast off every time I have one. Shakes the shit out of my house.
Cape Canaveral, because that's where we send things in the highest orbit. Did I ever tell you how I made $500 one time just walking into Canada?
No.
So, we're doing the first bio cup up there. And I fly in with Bobby and April Black. We meet at the airport. We got to rent the car. We drive to the judge's house for celebrity judges phone in for the event. And Matt, my boss, said, okay, hold on. I want to make an announcement. Officially, this is J.C. Green. He's BC Bud Depot's vice president. Unofficially, he's Dawggie Dogg. And here's $500 to whoever thinks they can outsmoke my boy, I said, come on, guys, what do you say? No, we're not even gonna try, buddy. I said, come on, where's the fun in that? No, we don't try. Matt goes, there's the $500. And I got paid $500 to walk into Canada.
That's funny. Nobody would even try?
No, not one of them. And out of the whole room, I had already met like a third of them face to face, so there was 2/3 I didn't. But they were like, "Oh no, we heard enough about you. We'll just judge along," and we had a good time. There was a moment there I really liked. So we did glamping there, meaning, you know, a tent with the air mattress, electricity, cooler with all the ice you need, electricity. All right. So I got a knock, and my next door is Bobby and April Black. Day. It's me. We got a knock on our porch door. Hello, can you come over a minute, Mr. and Mrs. Crockett? Yeah, we'd like to invite you guys over for chili dogs tonight, right? They have a camper, so we go over there like it's, you know, visiting my house, sat down, had chili dogs. And
It was really back in the day, only place where I could get seeds, where there was anything cannabis that was happening in public. Really, anything.
Yep.
And so I was up there all the time. And that's where I met you, where I met,
That's right.
you know, all the BC guys, and, you know, Emery back in the day when he had his place. I used to buy seeds from him upstairs, and you know, we used to go to Blunt Brothers, and it's too bad that place burnt down. There was so much memorabilia, man.
Yeah, that was. That's why, like, Hash Museum in Amsterdam needs to be preserved. What Amy does, Amy Fisher, with the Hash and Cannabis Museum, Traveling Museum, where she has historic
And the one that has that is Jair.
yeah.
He's been collecting stuff now for some time, and I can't wait to see what he's collected.
But the Cannabis Museum in Amsterdam is right? No?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, I do believe so.
He owned Good Beat of Light and sold it and started a Dutch lighting with the I, what's it called? Ingenuity?
Innovations.
Innovations, yeah. Which is ingenuity to have innovations. Yeah. All right. When I'm wrong, I try not to be as wrong as I possibly can. That's fair. That's where I got to say I'm not as wrong as you think.
Well, if I would have known that there was an express lane, that all it took was my magic sun pass to be in this fine left lane over here.
Is that what's going on over there?
That is exactly what's going on over here.
All right, that's what's going on
As
over
soon
here.
as I can get into that magic lane, I'm getting in there.
So this is done, but we got a lot more road to go with some traffic down. So what I'll do is I'll go live a few more times on this trip, and those of you that subscribe, you'll get notified when that happens, so you don't miss it. To the ones that haven't, just keep on checking. We appreciate the view and the company. Love, peace, of cannabis to y'all.